So I was trying to think of like catchphrases to say in the beginning of videos, and I was like, it was gonna be like, "Hey world," but like that sounds so cheesy, you know. You might as well just say like, "Hey guys," but I feel like everyone on YouTube says like, "Hey guys," "Hey everyone," "Hi." Maybe I should just say, "Hey world." I'm gonna do it. That would be something I would say. "Hey world." Okay. We might as well get started as to why I'm sitting here and filming and staring at a camera. Today I decided to do, I'm like, here, I wonder if this is... So the reason why I was looking at my phone is because I have a color wheel popped up. And today we're doing color correcting on your skin. Some of you guys may not know what that is, because when I told my friends I was going to be doing a color correcting video, they were like, "Jordan, what the hell is color correcting?" And I was like, don't worry, you'll figure it out if you guys watch my video, which some of my close friends are nice enough and they do watch me and they torture me and laugh at me. Bella! Okay, so we're doing a color correcting video specifically because my boyfriend's sister was like, "Hey, could you do a color correcting video?" And I was like, yeah, I could, but I don't have any color correcting stuff. So I went out and bought the NYX color correcting, which I've used it one time, so it's a little dirty, but So I used it one time. This is what it looks like. It has all the colors in it. It has like green, the salmon color, like a little bit of darker salmon color, lilac, and like a yellow. All these are pretty neutral, I would say like pastel. So if you're darker skin or tanner, I don't know how well this will work for you, because usually the more pastel, lighter colors work really well on lighter skin, because if I put a bright orange color corrector underneath my eyes, I would look crazy, and if I did the salmon color, it would probably work a little more for my skin tone. Okay, so I have a color wheel here, if you guys can see. If you can't see, just pull up a color wheel picture so you can understand what I'm saying, but I'm pretty sure we all took art class, hopefully, when we were younger. When you look at a color wheel and you look at, like, say, orange per se, you're going to see orange here, and orange is directly across from blue. This is why the color wheel has to do with color correcting. So when you put orange and blue together, they kind of neutralize each other. You were kind of taught that, like, orange and blue always go together, and, like, red and green go together, and that's because they neutralize each other and they look good together. So when you're talking about color correcting, you're going to use these colors to conceal, or not to conceal, to correct any blemishes or issues that you have on your face. Let's talk about the green. The green is going to correct anything red on your face. It's going to neutralize any red areas. So say like this pimple or any other pimples around your skin, rosacea. It's really good for just neutralizing that redness and kind of helping to cover that up before you go back in with your foundation or your concealer. And then we're going to talk about the salmon color. So salmon, or if you're darker skinned, like tanner, maybe not as pale as me, you're going to want like an orangier color. Even some people use like red lipstick if they don't have it, which I would just say to go buy an orange. Like the LA Girl has a really good orange color corrector. But the salmon I would use here, and you're going to put that over anything blue. So you're going to throw that under your under eyes. Basically the orange is usually used here to correct any blueness. If you have like a bruise or something that's blue, that might help. So the violet, which isn't used that much, that's kind of used to brighten up your complexion. If you have kind of yellowy, dull skin tones, you use the lavender or violet to cover up anything that looks a little dull on your face. So that would be if, like, say you got hit in the face at like a soccer game or softball game, like, and you have like a bruise that's kind of yellow, like it's making your skin, you would put the lavender over it and cover it and brighten up your skin. The yellow is across from the purple. That can also be used to cover up anything kind of like veiny, purpley. You can use that. The yellow is kind of similar to like what a concealer would do, because concealers are usually yellow based. So it would kind of help cover up any dark circles, anything you really wouldn't want. Okay, so that's kind of a background on color correcting. So basically, to sum up, everything, if you guys were confused, you're neutralizing anything that you don't like on your face. So if you wanted to neutralize your dark circles underneath your eyes, you're going to throw this salmony red color under there to help just cancel it out and make it appear better. Okay. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to start by covering up, where's my Cheekathon palette? It's my savior. I haven't gotten a mirror yet, and I'm using natural lighting, so I'm sorry if like every 5 seconds I go from like looking dark blue to like normal color. I'm just working with natural light. Okay, so we're going to go in with the salmon color. I suggest using your fingers because it's more gentle on your skin. And it kind of warms up the product and it distributes it more evenly than a brush would, if that would. Okay, so my original plan was to talk through this with you guys, but I just feel like it's easier to voice over and explain what I'm doing. I kind of rambled a lot when I was going through, so I'm just going to explain. But what I'm doing here is putting the salmon color, and again, the salmon corrects any blueness on your skin, so under your eyes would be the typical area to put this, and it clearly brightens up my eyes, as you can see here. And then I jump into that green concealer, which again, to repeat myself, it corrects any redness on your skin. So if you have like a bad rash or pimples or like rosacea, this will help neutralize the redness. Apparently that scab was being so annoying, but I think I got it pretty well. And then I head into the purple concealer, which I actually really liked and I thought brightened up my complexion. So I used that to brighten any dull areas of my face, such as my cheekbones and the forehead. Anywhere basically that I would highlight. I'm going to go in now and conceal, put my foundation on and all that jazz. And I did, prior to doing this, I did put on primer. I put on, I can't find it right now, but I put on my Too Faced Hangover RX primer. So do prime your face before doing this. You learned that from my foundation video that I posted a long time ago because I haven't filmed in a while, so that's good. But alright. Okay, so I did the color correcting. As you can see, besides this little nug that popped up today, like it's really annoying. It's part of like the scarring a little bit that's still healing from my acne issues, but color correcting's cool, I guess. Do I think you need to color correct? No. Do I think I will do color correcting every once in a while? Yeah. Every day? Probably not, because I'm too lazy. I think the color that I probably will use every day is the salmon color. I think if you can correct your dark circles, it really makes a huge difference. The green I didn't find covered any of my redness. I'm sure if I actually had redness, but I have a lot of scabs, and you know, makeup doesn't really stick to scabs anyway. It's really hard to cover it. But I think if you were to take away anything from this, I would get this palette. It's cheap. It's the NYX one. I think it gets the job done. I think it gets the purpose done. I think probably the purple is like kind of my favorite too. Like I really do think the purple makes a difference, and I really do think the salmon makes a difference. I think the green, I know greens are kind of really hard. Like a good green color corrector is really hard to find. If you want to cover your pimples and stuff, I mean, your best bet is to go and get like a good concealer. Like get the Tarte Shape Tape, get a high coverage concealer that's going to be able to cover it, because the green, it's going to help neutralize the redness, but I think it would help neutralize more like if you actually had like red skin rather than just like a pimple or a scab, because it doesn't really help that much. I think it did help with my redness around my chin. I have a lot of acne scarring, a lot of redness still. I think it helped with that, but I don't think it helped with covering pimples any more than just my Shape Tape concealer. But what I do think is the salmon color. I think the salmon color does a great job with covering up my dark circles under my eyes. I wake up early a lot. I nanny, so I'm up at 5:30 in the morning, and I'm a college student, so you already know I went to bed at 2 a.m. anyway. So I'm glad I have this. So if I do have really bad bags, or if I do have a lot of redness, like I definitely think this will help me. But But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys kind of understand color correcting and what it does now. I hope I explained it correctly. Thank you for watching, and subscribe below if you enjoy it. I have tons of videos coming up. I know I haven't filmed very much. It's so hard with my schedule and school and everything. I got a little hectic. I have a few midterms coming up, so who knows when I'll get this video up. A little stressed out. Not really. But subscribe below if you liked it, and maybe I'll start off my next video with Hello World.